Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from the beautiful Carolinas. Today's topic is going to be the narcissist can't give what they don't have. Think about that for a minute. Everyone, if you like the content, please subscribe. So, you can't give what you don't have. Think about that expression, that phrase. It's completely true. So, example would be if someone's asking you to borrow $1 and you don't have it, well, you can't give it because you don't have it. Apply that same rule and or formula with the narcissist. They can't give what they don't have. Not only, even if they did possess it, they wouldn't give it anyway, because remember, the narcissist is a taker, and they take, and when they're done, they want to take more. But having said that, let's talk about a few things that the narcissist can't give because they don't have it. One would be love. Now, if you believe that the narcissist actually loved you, drop comments below. I would beg to differ, because the narcissist can't love. What they can do is they can wear a mask to manipulate individuals into falling in love with them, and they can play the part in that little Hollywood movie that they have running in their brain. And again, perhaps you did fall in love with the narcissist. Remember, you became attached to the narcissist. You became an extension of them. You most likely were existing in the trauma bond for the length of the relationship, which was the devaluation stage, most of it, until perhaps you were discarded or you were strong enough to exit on your own terms. But that is one thing the narcissist doesn't possess. They don't possess honest, genuine, authentic love. They have fake love, and they have fake adoration. That's what they do. And you may say, well, Andrew, what are you talking about? I'm pretty sure the person I was in love with, they loved me. Well, think about how they treated you. Maybe get that sheet of paper out with a nice pencil and write a pro-con list about if they really did love you. Question yourself and see how many things are on the yes, they did love me side, and how many things are that they did not. In other words, be honest with yourself about and include the poor behavior that you had experienced. You see, if somebody loves another individual, they're not going to gaslight them. They're not going to leave them in the hospital bedridden and not check up on them because they don't want to spend their time with an ailing spouse, as an example. They're not going to future fake, which means they're not going to make plans in the future. And of course, those plans will never come to fruition because that individual is just stringing you along. They're not going to throw rage fits on you. In other words, they're not going to be blaming you for virtually everything that goes wrong in the relationship. Again, another one, blame shifting. They're not going to be shifting the blame on you about things that went wrong during their day. The narcissist doesn't love. They can't love. They care about one individual, and it isn't you. It is themselves. The narcissist knows this. Now, are they going to come right out and tell you that? No. But think about it. Think about how many times the narcissist actually told you, I love you. And they had beautiful eyes, sympathetic eyes, and you could tell that they actually meant it. I think that would be a very short list if it ever even happened. You probably got things like, love you, okay, all right, I understand. I don't really like to say those words. Things like that. Now, keep in mind, when it was the euphoric stage, if it was a romantic relationship, oh, I'm sure you were smothered with fake love and fake everything that you thought the relationship would be about. Turns out nothing of that was of substance. What it was just the mask, and you fell for the mask. Another thing the narcissist can't give because they don't have it is their energy. Think about it. The narcissist essentially is a lazy creature. They are a coward and a bully. And post-euphoric stage, in other words, post after the euphoria of the relationship has simmered down, that's when they actually really want you working for them. That's when they flip the script and turn the switch on, because they've already done their work. Remember, the narcissist front loads these relationships in the beginning. They sell you a bill of goods. They sell you that lemon on the used car lot. They sell you a ship in the middle of the ocean that looks so pristine and beautiful. However, underneath the hull are massive holes, and it is sinking each and every day. That's why they want to get you aboard that ship as quickly as possible. That's exactly why they want to put the work into the relationship in the beginning to get you ensnared in the relationship with them. But again, like all things with the narcissist, they fall apart because there's no substance, there's no core, there's no stability, there's no accountability, there is no introspection. There is only one person headed in one direction, and that is you headed full speed ahead, thinking that you were in this romantic relationship or this business, whatever you're thinking of, with an individual who was like-minded. Nothing could be further from the truth. What the narcissist wanted to do is they wanted you to sign on the dotted line and either get married, move in with them, move around the globe, go into business with them, loan them money, or marry them, or have kids. Once they knew they had you ensnared, they knew they could do whatever they wanted to you, and that's exactly what they did. So another thing with the narcissist, their energy, think about it. They are, once they know they have you, and I've shared this in videos recently, once they know they have you ensnared in the relationship, that is exactly when they go looking for other sources of supply. Not necessarily your replacement, but they are grooming and vetting other replacements, potential replacements for your relationship, no matter if you've been in the relationship for a few months or decades. Believe me when I tell you, they have had multiple sources of supply virtually wherever they go. And this is not exclusive to romantic. I'm just talking about people, sounding boards, people to abuse, to take from, people to just manipulate. That's what the narcissist does. Another thing that narcissists can't give because they don't have it is, let's say, the solid foundation of authenticity and honesty. Do you think the narcissist was honest in your relationship? I doubt it. They probably played the victim card and said what a difficult childhood they had, or that their previous couple marriages didn't work out, but it wasn't their fault. Spouse 1 and 2 were not good people and they didn't do what they were supposed to do. Things like that. Remember, the narcissist cannot take accountability. Another thing the narcissist is not is honest. That is exactly why throughout the body of the relationship, you were told half-truths, partial truths, no truths, untruths, slivers of truths, flat-out lies. You were told many things. You didn't know what to believe. And remember, when you called the narcissist out and you would be like, hey, you told me that last Friday at 5 you were doing this, this, and this, and someone said you were here, here, and here. You weren't where you told me. And they're like, oh, no, that wasn't me. That was my twin. Or that wasn't me. They must have it wrong. Or no, I don't know what you're talking about. Or maybe they give you a little fake love bomb and throw a curveball at you, so they deflect that question off of themselves and put it back onto you and say, hey, what are we doing tonight? See, everything is manipulation in the narcissistic relationship. There's no honesty in it on their part. Everything is hiding in the shadows. Everything is the mysterious little groups or sects, S-E-C-T-S, of people that appear to pop up throughout the body of the relationship. Think of this. Think of how many alleged high school friends the narcissist had pop up. Like, you're talking many people that perhaps the narcissist just met a couple weeks ago or months ago or years ago, but they're claiming that they've known them for years. And you, when you're in the relationship, you won't question it. You'll be like, really? Okay, I never heard about that person, but all right, sounds good. Because your guard is down. Most likely you're in the narcissistic fog. Perhaps you did fall in love, but you're believing in the mask. And you are what? You're an honest individual. The narcissist isn't. Think about this. Think about what the narcissist does throughout their existence. What they do is they sincerely look for unsuspecting individuals who do not have the wisdom, who have not found my channel, and who are not becoming educated and empowered and awakened and aware. People essentially that haven't gone through the narcissistic abusive cycle. They look for people pleasers. They look for empaths. Let me tell you right now, if you're an empath, you are a huge diamond in the rough. And many people don't like it when people call each other empaths. Listen, if you're an empath, you know it. You don't have to explain yourself or defend yourself. If you're not an empath, it's fine. You're a human being. You have beautiful qualities also. We are all human beings on the planet. Nobody should be judging anybody. No one should be tearing another individual down if, for example, they are an empath. If you're an empath, you should be proud of it. Most likely, throughout your whole life, you were taken advantage of. Your empathy was most likely weaponized against you. I know for a fact if you were in a narcissistic relationship, it was weaponized against you. And that's one of the reasons you stayed in the relationship so long, which leads me to another point. What is another thing the narcissist doesn't possess? That's right, it's empathy. They have zero empathy. They can't put themselves in another individual's shoes. Think about it. What they care about is one person. It's themselves. They care about how they look, how they are perceived, their public perception. They care about tearing other people down when they're not in the same room with them. They care about saying bad things or not so good things about people that you thought that they really cared about. Nobody is safe in the narcissistic relationship. Not friends, family members, children, parents, neighbors, co-workers, people in groups or communities or organizations. No one's safe because the narcissist is always on a constant search for a perfect human being, for the ultimate source of supply. And they thought that was you for a period of time until they didn't. Think about it. Let's say you got married as an example. Well, leading up to the wedding, perhaps you had a good experience, who knows? But I can assure you, planning the wedding was giving the narcissist supply. Because think about it, they were on the stage for upwards of a year. Example, let's say that the narcissist is going on their third or fourth marriage right now, whoever you're thinking about. Well, they're getting supply from planning the wedding, from ordering the cake, from getting the groomsmen and the bridesmaids, all whatever culture or country you're from, you get my point. Planning the wedding is no easy task, usually. And they get supply from that. And then what happens? The wedding day arrives and they are on stage during the wedding. Think about it. And then the next day when the guests leave, the dust is settled, the ring is on the finger, and the bills need to be paid. What happens? Boom, you entered the evaluation stage. That's when you did everything wrong throughout the wedding evening, throughout the wedding day, etc. You know, drop comments below if you have an experience like that. But that is supply. And remember, once the narcissist knows where they have you exactly where they want you, they get jaded and bored, and they need to find a replacement for you. That's what they do. Now you may say, well, Andrew, what about empathy? You said they don't have empathy. We'll talk about that. Well, if they had empathy, if they really had empathy, would they have discarded you? No. Would they have gaslit you? No. Would they have used the smear campaign against you? No. Would they have stolen your money and financially abused you? No. Think about it. They don't care about anybody but themselves. I said it 3 times in the video. It's completely true. The relationship that you were part of is littered with illustrations of this. You just need to be honest and open up your eyes. That is another thing. The narcissist can't change. Remember that. You believe that the narcissist will change. Change is something that the narcissist can't do. It's something they don't possess. They don't have the ability to change. Yes, they can pick up fake hobbies. Yes, they can wear a different mask. Yes, they can change their hair color, etc. Those are all exterior things. I'm talking the inner work, doing the hard work, introspecting about yourself. The narcissist can't introspect. They don't even know what it's like to apologize, to say that they were wrong or they're sorry or that they want to learn. No. The only thing the narcissist sincerely wants to do is to figure out the easiest, quickest, fastest, best way to manipulate people that don't have the education. That's what they want to do. And once you figure it out and you say, let's say you're in the relationship and you stood up for yourself one night, or you put up a boundary in place, or you called them out and said, hey, what's going on? I'm not being treated properly here. Boom. That's when enter stage left, the new supply, and exit you, stage right. You will be discarded, or you have been discarded, or believe me, you'll experience poor behavior, because the narcissist knows now that you're onto them, and they know that things are about to change, and they need to act quickly, which is exactly what they do. Remember, most times in the narcissistic relationship, think about this, you enter the relationship with them at light speed, super quick, and most times the relationship ends how? That's right, super quick at light speed. If you were to discard it specifically, think about it. And throughout the body of the relationship, what was that? That was where you were existing in the narcissistic fog. You weren't living in the present moment. You were existing. You were a puppet, a pawn. You were an errand person. You were a person who paid the bills, who made the narcissist look good, who picked them up, who dropped them off, who made their life better to the detriment of yourself. Think about it though. You entered the relationship super quick. It was over in a flash, whether it lasted a few months or decades, it just felt like it was super quick. And then when the relationship ended, if you were discarded, same thing. Boom. This is exactly how it works. So the narcissist can't give what they don't have. Think about their time. Now to the narcissist, they believe that their time is of the utmost importance. Remember, if you had to meet them in a certain place and time, you were groomed to be there early and to waste your time waiting for them. But if you flip the script, you were still supposed to meet them at a certain place, date, and time. If they were late, it was completely tolerable. Why? Because they don't care about your time. And they were most likely doing something else behind your back, being late on purpose, which is a whole different video, but they were doing it because they were invalidating you, and you tolerated it, you put up with it because you didn't know any better. You weren't taught Narcissism 101 in college. You're being taught it now on my channel. You're getting the wisdom, which is a great thing. So as I open the video out before I close it, I want to let you know, you can't give what you don't have. The narcissist is a perfect illustration of this. They can't give you what they don't have. And if you think that they loved you, I would really reconsider that notion. If you think that they cared about you, no, they cared about what you supplied, what you offered them, how you made them feel, how you made them look, what you did for them. That's a fact. Now, you, the person that was in the narcissistic relationship, my hope is you have healed, or you are well on the healing path. You have changed. You're entering the third version of you. You're getting stronger each and every day. What is the narcissist doing? That's right. They're gallivanting the globe looking for other sources of supply. And by now, the new supply or new supplies have been replaced multiple times. And there's another unsuspecting individual who's about to step in line and enter the narcissistic zone. Guys, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the beautiful Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. have a great afternoon. Stay true, stay blessed, continue to become awakened and aware, and understand that you are the priority. You come first, second, and third. The narcissist can't give what they don't have. Get the message. If you're thinking the narcissist is going to change and they have improved and everything, no, think again. They can't. They're just trying to get you to go back into the relationship one more time for one more round of manipulation and abuse. Guys, remember, no matter where you are on the planet, you are not alone. I love you. God bless you, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right, bye, guys.